Hello everyone, welcome back to computer science class. I am Mangala, lecturer in computer science, Vidyarashmi Vidyalaya 7. In last session we were discussing about the chapter overview of computers. In that we were discussing the generation of computers. Depending upon the development of the technology, the generation of the computer is classified into 5 stages. That is, first one is first generation computers, second generation computer, third generation computers, fourth generation computer, and last one is fifth generation of computers. In first generation of computers, they have used vacuum tubes as a basic component, and in second generation of computers, they replaced vacuum tubes with the transistors, and in third generation, they have used integrated circuit as a basic component. Today we will understand what about the fourth generation of computers. The fourth generation of computers was developed from the year 1971 to 1980, and here they have used microprocessors. Microprocessor was the basic component which is used in a fourth generation of computers. In microprocessor, here thousands of integrated circuits were built on to a single silicon chip. Silicon chip alli thousands of integrated circuits are built ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. That is called as microprocessor. And in fourth generation of computer, they have introduced operating system as well as some of the basic programming languages. And this fourth generation of computers uses a technology called VLSI. Expand VLSI. It will be asked for the exam for 1 mark. VLSI stands for Very Large Scale Integrated Circuit. VLSI stands for Very Large Scale Integrated Circuit. Because of a microprocessor which made the computer smaller in size and became more powerful, they have used microprocessor. Because of that, the computer smaller in size. The size of the computer is fourth generation computers are small as compared to previous generation, and it became more powerful. Also, here the computers are linked together to form a network, which leads to the development of internet. So, in fourth generation computers, because of using microprocessor, their size is very small and they become more powerful than the previous generation of computers. And here we can link the computers together to form a network, which leads to the development of internet. So, this is about the fourth generation of computers, and next we will see about fifth generation of computers. The fifth generation of computers was developed from the year 1980 to till date. Present we are using fifth generation of computers. So, what they have used in fifth generation of computers? So, we will see fifth generation of computers is also called as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, which thinks like human being. These fifth generation computers are called as artificial intelligence, which thinks like a human being. ನಮ್ಮ ತರನೇ ಅದು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಶಕ್ತಿ fifth generation of computers ಗೆ ಇದೆ. So, here they have used the technology called VLSI, that is Very Large Scale Integrated Circuit, and ULSI, that is Ultra Scale Integrated Circuit. The technology used in fifth generation of computers are VLSI and ULSI. So, this fifth generation computers are more intelligent and faster. More intelligent and faster. Also, the speed is very high compared to other generation of computers, and it consumes less electricity. It consumes less electricity and the speed is very high, and it is more intelligent and faster. Some of the types of fifth generation computers are desktop, laptop, notebook and robot, etc. So, these are the 5th generation of computers, and present we are using 5th generation computers. So, in 1st generation of computers they have used vacuum tubes as a basic component, and in 2nd generation of computers they have used transistors, and in 3rd generation of computers they used integrated circuits. 4th generation of computer they have used microprocessor, and they used technology called very large scale integrated circuit. And in 5th generation of computer they used, it is also called as artificial intelligence, and they use the technology VLSI and ULSI. So, this is about the generation of computers. The next topic is classification of computers. Let us see how computer is classified based on the functionality. So, first is construction and working. Depending on the construction and working, or depending on the principles of operation, computer is classified into analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. And depending on usage, the computer is classified into special purpose computer and general purpose computer. The general purpose computers are designed for the general work or some basic work. For example, for preparing invitation, preparing document, or preparing some drawing application. And special purpose computers are designed for some specific task. For example, weather forecasting, it may be in medical diagnosis and some research work. And depending on the number of microprocessor used, computer is classified into sequential and parallel computer. Then depending on number of users, computer is classified into single and multi-network computers. Then depending on the area of application, computer is classified into business and scientific computers. And depending on the word length, computer is classified 8-bit and 16-bit computer. And the last one is depending on the size and capability, or based on a class configuration, computer is classified into microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and super computer. So, these are the classification of computers. And depending on the construction of working or the principle of operation, the computer is classified into analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. Depending on the usage, classified into special purpose and general purpose computer. Depending on number of microprocessor used, classified into sequential and parallel computer. And depending on the number of users, it classified into single and multi-network computer. And depending on the area of application, computer classified into business and scientific computers. Depending on the word length, it classified in 8-bit and 16-bit computers. And last, depending on the size and capability or based on the configuration, computer is classified into microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and super computer. In this chapter, we are understanding based on the principles of operation and based on the configuration. So, let us see one by one. Computers can be classified into various types based on their principle of working, number of individual users and depending on the organization. Let us understand the classification of a computer based on the principle of operation. They have classified into 3 types, that is analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. Depending on the principle of operation, computers are classified into 3 types: analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. Let us see one by one. First one is analog computer. Analog computers are used to process the data that occur in a continuous flow and measures physical variables like temperature and speed. These analog computers are used to process the data which is occurs in a continuous flow ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಏನು ಆಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೆಷರ್ ದಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರನ್ನು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್. It will give the output in the form of graph or scale. Very important question. What is analog computer? So, some of the characteristics of analog computers are it gives the output in the form of graph or scale, and it is having limited memory and less reliable because it is difficult to use or operate. These analog computers are difficult to operate, that's why and it is having limited memory and less reliable. Some of the example for analog computers are thermometer and speedometer. Next one is a digital computer. Digital computer process the information in a digital form. Digital computer process the information in a digital form, and it only operate with the zeros and ones. Idu zeros matte ones and matra it will only operate, and it will give the output in the form of only zeros and ones because it process the information in a digital form. And characteristics of digital computers are it is designed to perform certain mathematical calculation. These digital computers are designed to perform certain mathematical calculation, and all quantities are expressed in digital numbers. Whatever quantities irbodu adella enu express ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ digital numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Wherein digital computer. Example for digital computer is a digital watch. In digital computer it will process the information in a digital form, and it will operate only zeros and ones, and output will be in the form of zeros and ones. The third type is a hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is nothing but the combination of analog and digital computer. So, it will give the output in both form, like in graphical and in numerical form, because it is a combination of analog and digital computer. And it is used in hospital to measure patients' temperature and blood pressure and heart conditions. ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ನ BP ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. So, depending on the principles of operation, computer is classified into three types: analog computer, digital computer and a hybrid computer. In analog computer, it is used to process the data that occur in a continuous flow and measures the physical variables like speed and temperature. It will give the output in the form of a graph or a scale, and it is difficult to operate. And in digital computer, it will process the information in a digital form, only operate with the zeros and ones, and it will give the output in the form of zeros and ones, and it is designed to perform certain mathematical calculation, and all quantities are expressed in a digital numbers. Example for this is a digital watch. And hybrid computer is a combination of both the analog computer and digital computer, and so it will give the output in form both of graphical and numerical form. And it is used in hospital to check the patient's temperature, blood pressure and heart condition. And this is about the classification of a computer based on the operation. The next topic is a classification of computer based on the configuration. Based on the configuration, computer can be classified into 4 types: microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and supercomputer. Let us understand first microcomputer. The microcomputer was developed in the year of 1970s and it is also called as a personal computer or PC. The number of processor used here is 1 or 2, and the microcomputers contains input devices, output devices, storage devices, memory and processor. It contains input devices, output devices, storage devices, memory and processor. And microcomputers used by one person at a time. At a time, only one person can use the microcomputer. Some of the examples for microcomputer are Apple Macintosh, desktop computer, laptop, portable computers. Portable computer in the sense it is also a personal computer, but we can carry one place to another place. Handheld computer, also called as laptop computer, which is fit in user hand. Some of the uses of microcomputers are, it is used as desktop either at office or home. ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅದು ಏನು ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. And it is used by the kids to play the games or watching movies. We can watch the movie and we can play any games in a computer. And it is cheap and user friendly. User friendly in the sense ಏನಂತ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಏನು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So this is about the microcomputer. Next is a mini computer. Mini computer was developed in the year 1960s. The mini computer are large and more powerful than a personal computer. The size of the mini computer is large and it is more powerful than the personal computer. And it executes 5 million instructions per second. ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಇದು 5 million ಅಷ್ಟು ಏನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ 2 or more. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಅಥವಾ 2ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸರ್ವ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 4000 ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಎಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನು 4000 ಅಷ್ಟು ಯೂಸರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇದು ಸರ್ವಿಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ reliable. Normally it is accessed by user via personal computer or a terminal. Terminal andre ಒಂದು ಏನು it contains keyboard and monitor. ಅದರ ಥ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಿನಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Some of the uses of mini computers are in small and medium sized companies to provide a centralized store of information. ಇದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್. ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ microcomputer and mini computer. Next we have mainframe computers. Mainframe computers were developed in the year 1975 and the size of this mainframe computer is very large compared to other computers and more powerful than mini computers. And it is more powerful than a mini computer because it contains multiple processors. In mini computers it contains 2 or more, but here it contains multiple processors and it is designed to perform multiple tasks for multiple users at the same time. It is designed to perform multiple tasks. ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಫಾರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್, ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಯೂಸರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಪ್ಯಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈ ಮೇನ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ 16 ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಇದು 16 ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇನ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ it is more storage capacity. It is having more storage capacity, so it is used for mathematical calculations, and it is used in a large organization. It is used in large organizations and wide range of peripherals attached. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಮೇನ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ attached with the wide range of peripherals devices, and it uses a wide variety of software. Variety of softwares are used in mainframe computers, and it is not user friendly. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಇದು only qualified or trained operators can use this computer. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೇನು ಇಂತಹ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಎನ್ನುವ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಅಂತಹ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂತಹ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಯೂಸರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಆರ್ trained operator can operate these types of computers. The next one is a supercomputer. It was developed in the year 1980s. As the name indicates, supercomputer, it is fastest computing device. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಕಂಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್. ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ನ ಸೈಜ್ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ತುಂಬ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಫಿಸ್ಟಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. It is most sophisticated computer and advanced computer. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಈ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ತಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಕೆಪ್ಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಕೆಪ್ಯಾಸಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ and used for highly calculations, and it can process trillions of instructions per second. Mainframe alli 16 millions of instructions are executed per second, but in supercomputers trillions of instructions are executed per second. And some of the uses of this supercomputer are: it is used in weather forecasting and animated graphics like Hollywood movies. Animations ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂತಹ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಹಾಲಿವುಡ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಜುರಾಸಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಸೂಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂತಹ ಮೂವಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂತಹ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಏರಿಯಾಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಇಂಥ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ classification of computer based on the configuration. It is classified into 4 types: mini computer, microcomputer, mainframe computer and supercomputer. The last topic of this chapter is applications of computers. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಗಳು, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಗಳು ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೂ ನಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ schools and colleges. Schools and colleges to give the online classes and to feed the information or data of students and to create the ID cards, to refer the books, online ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆನ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲವು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. Banks. In banks, to transfer the money from one account to another account, and for online banking to send the transfer the funds from one account to another account, and for the ATM to send the transaction messages to the customer. ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ನ ಹೈಲಿ they are using. And in office, stock control in business firms. In business every day ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಎನಿ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೈಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಇನ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್, ಇನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್. Communication with the satellites will be done by using these computers. For that they are using this supercomputer and all. And for publishing of any articles, and to travel tourism ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಏಡೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಏಡೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸಿಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು, ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೈಫ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ICUಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಏನು ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. So let us see one by one. First one is in schools and colleges, banks, office, stock control in business firms, stock exchange, research and development, entertainment and news ಅಂದರೆ ಮೂವೀಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್, ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್, ಪಬ್ಲಿಷಿಂಗ್, ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಏಡೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ and hospital. So this is about the first chapter called Overview of Computer. Thank you.